Hey guys, NASCAR Mobile 48 back again, and welcome back to another tier list episode. And this one, last time we did, NASCAR drivers. This time we would be doing NASCAR tracks. And I saw another one of saying the 2021 NASCAR tracks. I'm thinking, I should do that one next time. But for right now, we're gonna do, all the current, 23 NASCAR tracks right here. I'm not sure if the Charlotte Roval's on here. I haven't checked, so there might be 22, but yeah, let's go ahead and get started. We're gonna, go with absolutely love, like, neutral, dislike, and straight, just trash. So now let's go ahead and start this episode off. Right off the bat, we have Michigan International Speedway. I don't really hate Michigan. It's an okay track, but I'm still upset how they're turning Auto Club into a short track and not Michigan because I personally like Auto Club. I've never been there, but I like that track. It's a pretty cool track, but I would rather they do that to Michigan because Michigan, does not put on the best racing. I mean, neither does Auto Club, but Auto Club I think puts on better racing than Michigan, so I think Michigan it's a neutral NASCAR track. Now we go to Daytona International Speedway, home of the Daytona 500. Absolutely love, the restrictor plates out there. The two restrictor plate tracks. Daytona is one of them, one of the best tracks out there. But, it's not really my favorite restrictor plate. I like Talladega, but still, you have to absolutely love Daytona. Because if you don't know what's wrong with you. Next up, we have Atlanta Motor Speedway. And, man, Atlanta just this year, Atlanta's not bad. Like I like playing that. I mean, racing on the racetrack in NASCAR Heat 5. And then now look at it from earlier in June. Its race was not good. I don't dislike Atlanta. It's a pretty good track, but I'm just gonna put it in neutral because I don't know what to say. I have nothing else to say. Next up, moving on to the Sonoma Raceway, or it used to be called Infineon. This one, it's a pretty decent road course. I actually like it, so I'm going to put it in the like spot. I don't hate it. I don't absolutely love it. I don't hate it. It's a really good track, so I put it in the like section. It's a pretty good race, a pretty good road course. It's pretty good out there. Next up, we're going to Auto Club. Not really one of my personal favorites, but I do like Auto Club, but so I would put them in the like section. It's not really neutral, not absolutely love. It's like just right there. Now moving on to the best short track in the world, Bristol. Oh, is it not showing up? Wait, what? That is so weird. You see Bristol right here, but it's not right here. That makes no sense, but okay. But yeah, Bristol Motor Speedway is my favorite short track. It's like the best short track out there. Even if Auto Club has this new short track in 2022, I still think it cannot be Bristol Motor Speedway. So I'm going to say Bristol absolutely love, even though you just cannot see it there. If you, like, I just moved in very closely, I can kind of see it, but whatever. Next up, Chicagoland. I love Chicagoland. Like when I went there this year, there was like it's it's in the middle of nowhere, and it sucks how it's not going to be on the 2021 schedule next year. That really sucks, but I absolutely love it because Chicagoland and Kansas have been putting on great races. Like Chicagoland doesn't have a history of good races. Like that's where Jimmy Johnson got his first Xfinity Series win. Alex Bowman got his first career win there, and Kyle Busch and Kyle Larson had that good battle back in 2018. Slide job. But yeah, I'm gonna put Chicagoland and absolutely love because the last couple years it's been putting on great racing, but it sucks it doesn't get a race this year or next year. That really sucks. Hopefully 2022 can be Chicagoland's like rebound for the next gen car. Next up, Charlotte Motor Speedway. I mean, I don't hate Charlotte. Like, I like it. I kind of like it a little bit more than Atlanta Motor Speedway, just because of this year. But Charlotte, it's not a bad track. The Coke 600, it used to have the All-Star race there. It's a pretty decent track, and it has the Charlotte Roval, which the Roval is my favorite road course on the NASCAR schedule, but I think Coda will be my new favorite. But I'm gonna put Charlotte in the like section. I really don't really hate or dislike any racetracks, but just wait. We're about a few racetracks getting to where we're gonna hit this dislike and straight trash. Now moving on to Darlington. I personally love Darlington. Like after seeing Darlington, dang, it's all you can see is established 1950 race wa something like that, or ace wa. But yeah, Darlington Raceway, I absolutely love that racetrack, because I really didn't like when I first, was saw Darlington, it was meh, it was an egg, that's basically what it was. But then after seeing the racing there, like some serious racing from this year, three Darlington races, and then I played it in the game, it's a really good track. So I'm gonna put it up there. I'm gonna say it's an absolutely love, because it's a very historic track. But the one thing I just don't like about Darlington, it's pit road. Put something there. Ah man, it can be a bit frustrating, but hey, it's a pretty good track anyway. Moving on to Dover. Dover, to me, I know my favorite drivers won there 11 times, but still, to me, Dover, I think it's a neutral racetrack. Doesn't really put on the best racing. Dover, it's Dover. It's a plain racetrack. It's sort of like Homestead. Like if Dover was a mile and a half, it'd basically be Homestead too. But I don't know. But Dover, it's a pretty unique track, because of the concrete and stuff. You got Miles the Monster right outside the racetrack, and Jimmy has 11 wins there. So it's a pretty unique track. So I'll put it in the neutral. I don't hate it, but I'll put it in the neutral. But I definitely like it better than Michigan and Atlanta. So I'll just put it right here just for um some claration, or I don't even know how to say it. Now Martinsville. Martinsville second. Oh, my screen went dark. Oh shoot, my battery's trying to run out. Oh, that's embarrassing. But yeah, moving on. Martinsville. Oh, wait, I can move up the brightness. Oh, that did nothing. But moving on Martinsville right here. Martinsville Speedway. I don't hate the track either. It's mid, not better than Bristol, but is way better than Richmond. So I had to put Martinsville not in the absolutely love, but in the like section. Because my favorite Martinsville race so far well, ever since I've been watching NASCAR, has to be, like the 2016 one where Jimmy went on to the championship for, and that crazy battle at the end of 2018 with Logano and Truex. I love that finish, because Truex, he deserved that, for wrecking my driver after the Roval race. Like, I know you were frustrated, but still, that's my driver. Won't let you do that, buddy. But yeah, Martinsville, I put in the like section. It's a pretty good racetrack. Now, we are finally heading to the track that is not in these first three categories. It's going to be in these ones. Richmond. Richmond is the worst short track in NASCAR. The absolute worst racetrack in NASCAR. I just don't like it. I, for some weird reason, just do not like Richmond. It does not put on good racing. I don't even know what the best Richmond race was, and if there was a good Richmond race, probably haven't seen it since like it's in the 90s or something. So I don't think it's straight trash, but I will say I dislike it. I'm just not a fan of Richmond. I don't know what's up with me and Richmond, but we just don't connect. That's how it is. Moving on to Homestead. Homestead is another track I'll say I like. It's a pretty good racetrack. It's like a basic racetrack, where you just go left turn, left turn, left turn, left turn. You don't have to go like slightly left turn, going down the front stretch, or the triover or whatever it's called. I don't know. But yeah, I'd say Homestead's like a basic track, so I'll give it a like. It's definitely better than Atlanta. I'll just say that. Now moving on to Indianapolis. I think Indianapolis is one of the most hated tracks, a bit underrated. I don't hate Indianapolis. It's just that in the games, I just don't like it. But if this was the Indy Road Course, it'd go right here. But we're not doing the 2021 schedule, so the Indianapolis regular motorway has to go in the neutral. I don't know. I would put it in the dislike, that tire issue back in 2008. But hey, my favorite driver won that race, so I'm gonna put it in the neutral just for that. I'm just kidding. Now Kansas. Kansas. I know like how people are saying like Kansas is a really good track, but to me, I'm not really a fan of Kansas and stuff. So to me, I actually put Kansas like in the like a little bit, in the like, not really the best mile and a half. Like I kind of like the tracks like Las Vegas better, something like that. But yeah, it's not a bad track, so I'll put Kansas in the like. Now moving on to Kentucky. I dislike Kentucky. You still can't see it. Wow, what is up with this tier list? But Kentucky goes right here in the dislike because I don't know what kind of track that is. Like, what is up with the banking? I just don't get it. I don't get Kentucky. It's weird. I just don't like it. I don't like Kentucky. I'm not a fan of Kentucky. Las Vegas. I love Las Vegas. Wait, where do I go? You're right here. I love Las Vegas. Las Vegas Motor Speedway is a pretty cool racetrack. I like how on the backstretch it says Nellis Straightaway, and it's right by like I think it's by an airport or an Air Force base. I'm not sure, but Las Vegas Motor Speedway, one of the best mile and a halves out there. Some people may disagree with that, saying Kansas is better, Chicagoland is better. That is true, but I think Las Vegas has to be like better than Kansas, I have to say. So I say Las Vegas has to be absolutely loved because really in the games I love racing there. New Hampshire Motor Speedway. New Hampshire Motor Speedway is another track I think is underrated. It We had some pretty good racing at New Hampshire earlier this year, so I'm gonna put New Hampshire in the like. It's a pretty good track. Now to Phoenix, where the championship race is this Sunday. It's neutral, not really my favorite track. It's like a really unique track. Not really a fan of it. It's an okay track. I'm not really sure if it puts on the best racing and stuff. I'm not really, Phoenix. I'm just not really like used to that track. It's okay track, but it's meh. It's whatever. Now to Pocono. I don't like Pocono. I don't know. It does not put on good racing. It's drivers get too spread out that like the finishes of the race are just boring. Like when was the last time Pocono had a good race? I had to say Ryan Blaney just because Ryan Blaney won the race. Kevin Harvick starting to catch up to him in like what the last like 4 laps or something. So I'd say Pocono goes into the dislike. Not really one of my favorite tracks. When we go to Pocono, I'm thinking, it's gonna be okay, I guess. Talladega. End of discussion. Right there. End of discussion. Texas Motor Speedway. I go to Texas Motor Speedway all the time. It has to be my favorite. I know people say it doesn't put on the best racing, but I do love Texas Motor Speedway because, it's not really a home track to me because if I was a NASCAR driver, my home track would be Bristol because I was born in Tennessee, but, where I live now, which is Texas, I like Texas Motor Speedway. I like going there all the time. Well, almost all the time. I just went there. A week ago and got rained out. I didn't go back on Wednesday. That sucked. But hey, let's just say I might be going to Coda or maybe Nashville, my home state. Maybe we'll see. You guys have to find out. And then last and definitely not least, I have to say I have to give it up to Watkins Glen. They're not really my absolute love, but I would put them in the like section because they're a pretty good racetrack. I like Watkins Glen. It's a pretty good road course and stuff. I would say it's better than Sonoma because it's really Sonoma. The last time Sonoma had a really good finish was 2016 when Tony Stewart got his final win. So that's all I have to say. And that's gonna actually end the video right here. We got, all the tracks here, like my like tracks. I got Richmond, Kentucky, Pocono. Neutral, I have Dover, Michigan, Atlanta, Indianapolis, and Phoenix. My like tracks are Auto Club, Sonoma, Charlotte, Martinsville, Homestead, Kansas, New Hampshire, and Watkins Glen. And my favorite tracks, the tracks I absolutely love, are Daytona, Bristol, Chicagoland, Darlington. What was this track again? Yeah, Las Vegas Motor Speedway, Talladega, and Texas. So these are the tracks. Those are, the tracks I absolutely love. Let me know what you guys would say in the comment section below of what's your favorite track and which tracks would you put on the dislike list. And yeah, that's gonna end it, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm doing this during the Truck Series race. The Truck Series race going on right now. Last time I checked, Zane Smith was in the lead because it just started like what 10 minutes ago. And yeah, I'm missing the race, so I'm gonna go ahead and get back watching it. So thanks guys for watching. I will have another tier list video up. Um, Probably around Thanksgiving, for like a 2021 NASCAR Cup Series schedule, and I'll be ranking those tracks. I'll probably change them, maybe have a review about it, play more NASCAR E5, maybe change my mind, I don't know. But yeah, that's about it. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll have the review up on Sunday, and yeah, that's about it. Peace out, guys.